So yesterday was my 21st birthday, so happy birthday to me. Yesterday I got the City Connect jersey, and has um, this has Carlos Correa on here since he's been on fire for the last couple games. But this video I thought I might talk about my 5 best Minnesota sports moments of my life. Starting number 5 is the Timberwolves ending the playoff drought. It was 2018, and the Timberwolves faced a win or go home game against the Denver Nuggets, but the Timberwolves would win the game and clinch the playoffs with Karl Anthony Towns, Andrew Wiggins, and Jimmy Butler, and Derrick Rose. Though they would lose the first round to the Houston Rockets, it was still an incredible moment, but it didn't really end really well because Jimmy Butler forced his way out of town. But hey, years later than all, the Timberwolves would make the playoffs again in 2022, and they've made the playoffs 3 straight years in a row right now. Number 4, the 39-36 comeback against the Colts. The Vikings were playing the Colts Saturday, December 17th, and hopefully to win and clinch a playoff spot. And everyone thought it was going to be an easy game, but the Colts lead 33-0 at half. But unexpectedly, the Vikings came back and tied the game 36-36 at the end of the fourth quarter, and in overtime, they win the game 39-36 and clinch a playoff spot in 2022. I mean, sure, yeah, in 2022, there was the Justin Jefferson catch that wowed everybody, and the Vikings winning overtime against the Bills. That would have been on my list, but I mean, the comeback has to be on here, so gotta give it to them. Number 3, the Minneapolis Miracle. The Vikings went 13-3 in 2017 and clinched the second seed in the NFC, as the Vikings had a first-round bye in playing the New Orleans Saints. The Vikings already had beaten the Saints that year, and it looked like the Vikings were just going to hold their own against the Saints. They were leading 17-7 at half, but the Saints had a comeback attempt, but with 10 seconds left, Case Keenum threw a huge ball, a good pass to Stephon Diggs, in which he caught it while Marcus Williams forgot how to tackle. As he caught the ball and ran sideline, scored the touchdown on a 61-yard Minneapolis Miracle, which sent the Vikings to the NFC Championship game, but they lost to the Philadelphia Eagles. But hey, that was still an incredible moment. Number 2, the Timberwolves 2024 playoffs. The Timberwolves had not won a playoff series since 2004. But they had Anthony Edwards, Karl Anthony Towns, Mike Conley, Nas Reed, Kyle Anderson, and Jaden McDaniels. Oh, and also don't forget to mention Rudy Gobert. The Timberwolves had made the 3rd seed in the Western Conference, and in the first round they faced the 6th-seeded Suns, who swept them in the regular season. But the Timberwolves didn't skip a beat in the first round, as they swept the Suns, earning their first ever sweep against Phoenix, and then went on to play in the second round against Denver. And the Timberwolves won the first 2 games, but then they lost the next 3. Then game 6, it was just like it was going to be another disappointment for Timberwolves fan. But the Timberwolves scored a tremendously good game by more than 70 points, I think. I can't remember how many points it was. Then came the game 7, and the Timberwolves were all right, not doing great in the first half, but then in the second half, then came back by 20 points and then won game 7, 98-90 over the Denver Nuggets, upsetting Denver, upsetting the defending champion Nuggets, and move on to the Western Conference Finals, in which they would lose to the Dallas Mavericks. But hey, it was still a good moment for Timberwolves fans, and now looks like they'll have a shot one day. And number one, I knew that y'all think it was probably going to be on my list. Twins ending the playoff curse. The Twins had lost 18 straight playoff games and 9 straight playoff series losses. Their last playoff win was back in 2004, and their last playoff series win was in 2002. The Twins were the third seed in AL Central as they faced the Toronto Blue Jays. But the Twins, in Game 1, thanks to Royce Lewis's 2 home runs and an outstanding performance by Pablo Lopez, the Twins won Game 1 3-1, and they had done it. They won their first playoff series win since 2004, and it was the longest losing streak in American sports history, but it's been put to rest now. And then Game 2, they decided they took it all, winning Game 2 2-0 over the Jays, earning their first ever sweep in franchise history, and winning their first ever playoff series since 2002. Then they faced the Houston Astros, who they lost to, but the good news was the Twins didn't get swept by the Astros this time. And yeah, that was still an incredible moment for me as a Twins fan, because they have been nothing but disappointments, but wow, what a way to end that curse. And it comes in at number 1 because of the Minnesota Twins, and I'm a big Twins fan. So that's it. Those are my 5 best Minnesota sports moments of my life. Yeah, and also a huge congratulations to the Boston Celtics for winning against the Dallas Mavericks. And that means Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, Al Horford, Kristaps Porzingis, and Derek White have rings. Jaylen Brown was the Finals MVP, so it's good for him. But I wish it could have been Jason Tatum, because I'm a big Jason Tatum fan. And that means the Celtics have 18 championships. Wow, 18. Wow. So yeah. Thank y'all for watching, and happy 21st birthday to me, and try to get the City Connect jersey on MLBshop.com or wherever you are. Go by at the Twins store at Target Field. So yeah, thank y'all for watching, and happy 21st birthday to me. Bye bye.